Volkswagen has decided the roads have enough small ups and polos. They said it's time to inject the traffic with something bigger and more luxurious. And imposing.
Finally, it's here, Volkswagen's newest, biggest, most luxurious SUV. And let's forget about the Atlas for a moment. People want three things today: SUV, and the fourth thing, big. And I really like how it looks.
Some people have said they don't like how it looks, that the shapes are too straight and boring. I think those straight lines only accentuate its size. The big chrome front mask is reminiscent of American cars, and a nice LED signature is mandatory.
Continuing with the everything needs to be big, 21-inch alloys and 285 width of the front tires. So you still have quite a lot of rubber, so you can drive over something like this and not damage these pretty things like some people might have done.
Who was the person that damaged the alloys here? I have no idea, truly no clue. Let's concentrate on the car instead. The rear also incorporates LED technology. I was quite surprised Volkswagen has chosen to forego chrome exhaust imitations and actually have pipes run through them.
Continuing with big things, right at the back, of course, the trunk or the boot. Usually we have to play a bit of Tetris to get everything into the cars, but this time it's kind of difficult to find things because it's so big. Also, a couple of more interesting things. With these buttons, I can detach, or not detach, I can open up the hitch, or of course electronically stow it away. No touching needed, so if it's dirty, not a problem. And with these buttons, you can actually lower or lift the rear of the car if, for example, you're putting something big and heavy into the boot.
And since I've had the Touareg in its off-road mode, lowering it took a while. I'd like to point out two things in the interior that caught my eye. One, the steering wheel is practically taken from the Passat, and secondly, the giant 15-inch infotainment screen. Ambient lighting is lovely, but the designers just couldn't help themselves and had to add some piano black plastics here and there. The seats are optionally heated, cooled and massaged, while the rear passengers can enjoy their own two-zone climate controls. And just to make sure there's definitely no damage, I'll reverse. Currently, the Touareg is offered with the V6 diesel and 286 horsepower or 210 kilowatts. Soon it will be joined by the less powerful V6 TDI with 231 horses, and in the near future you can also expect a petrol V6 with 340 stallions and a 4-liter V8 diesel with 421 hamsters.
With this car, Volkswagen has decided to look straight to the future. So I've got a lot of technology. I've got a fully digital instrument cluster, optional, but still fully digital. And of course, that's not something really new now, but it's quite nice. It's big. I can show the instruments on here with navigation, or just a big navigation map. I've even got an infrared camera at the front, so I can look at night vision. I've got a projected heads-up display. I've got matrix LEDs, which, like the BMW now, at night will project a beam of light towards any possible pedestrians or animals on the road. So that's quite nice. But the most interesting thing about this car is this giant central infotainment display. I always say that the cars usually have screens that are too small. I would like a bigger display. So apparently Volkswagen has been listening to me, and their engineers have said, yeah, we will make this display much larger and we will push it in there. Just push it into the dashboard as far as it can go. And then they probably got a pretty woman in high heels as well to push it with her high heels into the dashboard. Why am I saying that? Well, because they've told us that apparently this screen is also resistant to high heels.
I wonder where they got that idea from. Anyway, the base Touareg can be in your garage for just 60,000 euros. For this 285 horsepower diesel and all optional extras, your wallet will be thinner for 110,000 euros. With a V8 in the future, expect that price to rise even more.